Right, black guy, you 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 right, black guy. This is the Future Proud of For Real TV. And of course, I'm your host, Raheem Dream, better known as Top Cat. And how's everyone today? Let me get myself on the screen here. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me get myself on the screen here. All right, all right. Peace and black power, peace and black power, peace and black power. This is the Future Proud of For Real TV. And as I said, I'm your host. And tonight I got a special guest for you. I got a special guest for you tonight. One of my rappers I grew up with. And he's going to be in the house. Matter of fact, this is his topic. The state of our brothers and sisters. This is his topic. Here we go. We got Miss Elliott in the house. Miss Elliott say, hey, I'm in the house. Hey, baby. So I just want to give a shout out to the For Real team and all my brothers and sisters around the world. The state of our brothers and sisters. That's that brother's statement. That's my brother's thing. Okay, Miss Elliott say, I thumbed up the video. All right, baby, you always the first one to thumb up the video. She said she thumbed up the video. All right. All I can say is share, subscribe, thumb up the video. You know, I had stopped saying it. I don't even say it no more. But I'm going to say it anyway since she said she thumbed it up. Thumb up the video, share, subscribe if you like. I hope everybody had a good, prosperous day. And I hope you're fine. I hope your families are fine. As I said, I got a brother coming in tonight, one of my rappies that I grew up with, and this is his topic. So I'm gonna get him in here and let him do his thing. And just to let you know, I got a lot of special guests that's gonna be coming up. Okay, when we're doing a lot of interviews, Miss Elliott said, looking forward to this show. All right. Got a lot of interviews gonna be coming up. Interviews and I'm taking a different direction for this year. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to bring in some of my rappies. You know, for interviews and for them, they OGs. You know, I'm really bringing them in for the young folks. I need the young folk to listen to these brothers and some sisters on what they've been through in their lives. You understand what I'm saying? Because most of the brothers I'm bringing in been through the same stuff I've been through in my life. We've been in it. You know, we've been in them streets, in and out them universities. You know what I'm saying? I got some brothers just come home from doing 30 years, 33 years, 35 years. Just hitting the streets. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm gonna bring them on to give their stories. For the young brothers and sisters. They need to hear this on what that life is really about and what the end result is. You dig what I'm saying? So no further ado. Give me a minute here. Let me send the link out to my brother and make sure he got it. I'll make sure my brother get the link. I'm about to send it to him again just to make sure. And hopefully he can get in without any problem. Okay. Hopefully he can get in without any problem. Okay, here you go, the brother right here. I ain't even had to resend the link.
No, sir.
What's going on, my brother? What's going on?
Hey, you got it, my man. I appreciate you inviting me. And I thank you so much, sir.
You're
Pardon me?
looking mighty studious there, but go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, I'm going to pop off my Martin Luther King celebration
Attire.
shirt in a minute because it's
Yeah,
kind of
your
hot
Martin Luther
right
King
now.
attire.
Pardon me?
They say your Martin Luther King attire.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have a dream as well, and I'm glad he set up the format many, many years ago when I was 4 years old. Uh, I remember when he passed, and a lot of people were in an uproar. And I've I've come to mature myself enough to be able to understand the whole format of what we're here for.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay.
How are you?
Yes, sir. Okay, my brother, I'm gonna give you a full screen and you
Yeah.
can introduce yourself and tell them what you're gonna be presenting tonight and everything. And I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna let you go.
Oh, most definitely. That'll be
Let you
great.
go, my brother.
Okay, thank you. My name is Gregory Troop. Everybody knows me as Poncho, Poncho Troop. I'm out of Cleveland, Ohio, via Garfield Heights, went to Cranwood, met Top. I met Dream Raheem when I was in elementary school. Very first day, he was suited and booted. And, just to let you know who I am, I've been down through the fire. I was a part of the genocide that crippled our, culture, black people. It spread it everywhere in the world. So I just want you to know that this guy, Raheem, great guy, wonderful format. I want to get off into this thing because I want to mentor some children myself, some kids, some young and upcoming kids. And just follow me for a minute, and you can ask me anything. But just for a second, let me get comfortable a little bit. Yes, this is going to be very interesting. I would really love you guys to pay attention. It don't cost a dime. That's a bill we must pay every day. Attention. Only way we're going to achieve anything or know anything about what's going on in the world is if you pay attention. Now, as we all know, the cornerstone of civilization is everybody being privy to the same information, which is not happening these days. We don't share information. Everybody's for self. I mean, we got a lot of things going on, and the devil and Shaitan is really running around rapid here. We want to change some of these things. We need mentorships. We need a whole bunch of things that, come out of the situation. We're in a very bad situation, our kings and our queens. A lot of us fellas haven't stepped up to the plate. A lot of us doing the thing. I'm guilty of it. I'm the very first one that's guilty of it. But you got to know who you are in order to know how to proceed. So, therefore, we're in 2020 right now, 2024, and they call it civilization, but it's civilization to a fault. A very horrible fault. As a race, we're in last place. We're in last place. Everybody knows we're in last place because we don't have any unity. We need to start with the unity, fellas. So if you can just, bear with me and follow me for a minute, man, I have some notes here. And the only way we can come out of this is we collaborate. We could talk about it till we're blue in the face, but we need to come up with solutions. We really need to come up with solutions to help our black state right now. And, I think my life work is going to take me there. I don't care if it does me, if they kill me as they did Martin and Malcolm. I'm going to state my piece. You'll be seeing a lot of me. First via Raheem, but I'm going to make my face known. I'm going to make my opinion known. I'm going to be as good as I was bad. I was a bad man. We're not going to go off into that right now, but yes, I have done prison time. Just like most of us, and just like most of us was caught up in the genocide, which came down the pipeline as an economic type thing. You know, we all know what it is. It was that booger sugar, and it really, really got us in trouble. And then they turned around and put it in a hard form. I mean, you know, we can start right there because righteously, we as a people haven't been out of slavery for over 110 years yet. But just imagine, you had someone working for you 400 years. I'm talking about tens of thousands and turn into millions. Somebody was working for you for 400 years. Wouldn't you be the strongest person in the world? Consider yourself a nation because that's what you are. You're a whole nation. You're God's people. You're God yourself. Because God lives right here. He's your conscience. He's never forsaken you. He always brought you through. So we're going to start talk. We're going to take this. I'm going to use this platform, man, you know, not just to talk about it, get to the side or what took place, or I want to get to the bottom line and find a way we can start achieving some things. You know, and the only way we can do that is collaboration. So let's start at the root. Let's start at the root of this animal. Well, back in the civil rights movement. Oh, matter of fact, happy MLK Day, everyone. You know, it means a lot to me. I hope it means as much to you as it meant to me. This is my first time ever doing any public speaking. I'm a little nervous, but no, I'm never nervous. I'm nervous because I'm going to say my piece. So bear with me, folks. You know, please bear with me, man. You know, the civil rights movement, when it happened in the 70s, we were making monumental achievements at that time. The evil to be killed King. We know who did it. I mean, you know, we know the race that did it, and we know why. So, from GO, man, the Constitution wasn't constructed for the black man, the people of color, period. That we know. The civil rights movement, James Brown at the time came up with Black and I'm Proud. Sister Sledge was singing, "We Are Family. I have all my sisters with me." The list goes on and on. We were gaining too much ground, and the black man and the black woman stayed together longer. We went in a house when the street lights came on. You could whoop somebody else's kid and go take them to their mama and they get another ass whooping because they was wrong. You know, all that in a nutshell, we were making a lot of progress, man. I'm talking about we were making a lot of progress. And then, you know, here comes another decade, which was called the Reagan era. We had Nancy Reagan in her little seersucker suits, and she had a beautiful suit. She had a lot of things going on, and she said no to drugs. Just say no to drugs. Well, you don't do too much smoke weed. You know, people had already been, you know, wait, let me stop right there. Let me stop right there and tell you what that coca leaf did. It was for the up echelon. If you don't know anything about this thing now, you would tell me I was wrong. But our founding fathers were the only one really allowed to use the powder. George Washington being the first. He developed the Coca-Cola bottling company. Coca-Cola was built, and it's a billion dollar industry at this point. Coca-Cola, folks, one of the main ingredients was the cocoa leaf. You know, we have Stanford, Harvard, Yale. We have all these big prestigious colleges, and most of those people cram study. And how do you think they stayed up all night? Okay, they stayed up all night because they had some help. They crammed because they had some help. They remembered they had some help. And it's incredible to me that people don't do research about anything. I'm telling you something that's factual. I did a 10-year bid straight. I want to know what was going on in the world. How did we get to the where we at right now? So I'm gonna share some things with you guys right now, man. And don't think I'm going off the deep end because I'm just being factual. I'm being totally factual with you guys because we need to proceed and we need to make sure that we get our young black kings out of the state that they're in right now. And the only way we can do that is mentor. Nonprofit organizations. We will get to that point. But let's talk facts for a minute, man. Let's talk facts, brothers and sisters. You know, and I want the queens to be able to understand as well. You know, when Reaganomics came along, it was a thing called the Nicaragua scandal. And the United States was selling arms to the Nicaraguans, and the Nicaraguans was supplying us with the Yale. And none of the black men went over there and got it. It came down through the FBI. It came down through the CIA. I mean, you know, we're not going to talk about that because I know I'm going to get into trouble, a lot of trouble later on, because I'm going to expose a lot of things in this country that I just don't agree with. So, now, from Gio, let's talk about the people. You know, in any shape, form, or fashion, you take our race. We were in last place, right? It was designed that way. The Constitution wasn't written for us. You got to get in where you fit in. We built this country off the sweat on our backs, as we all know. Yes, we are in dead land. We the one built this country. We built it. The white man himself has a 400-year lead on us from the sweat of our back. Okay? We got to change it. We're going to find out how. You know, we even have immigrants in this country that receive subsidies that's not even available for the black man. You know, they try to make sure everybody's in the lead but us. But us as a people need our unity. You know, they taught us how to separate ourselves from each other. They taught us how to be jealous from each other because they had the porch nigga, the house nigga, and the field nigga. You know, I don't think I would have lasted. I wouldn't have lasted. But we'll talk about that tar and feather thing and what made the black man passive. How they made the women make sure that we were passive. Because our life was in danger. We naturally love our mothers and we're going to do everything we can for our mothers. So that leaves me another question that we'll address later, but can't disrespect a woman. A woman taught you everything you know. You know, we'll get to that later. But you know what though? We have to come up with some ingredients. We have to come up with our own ingredients because there's nobody to help us but us. You know, I ask a lot of people a lot of times, sir, could you tell me a bill that doesn't cost a dime that you have to pay every day? I never seem to get the correct answer. You know, I have many answers. People say a lot of stuff that it doesn't add up to the question that I asked. I'm gonna tell you the answer to the question before we proceed. The bill that you must pay every day is attention. It don't cost a dime. It don't cost a dime. You know, and I want you to keep that in mind. You know, as this podcast go on. So please pay attention. You know. The reason why the good old USA is the strongest nation in the world, because we worked for that. We couldn't even get our 40 acres in a mule. We had a state that was developing things that, you know, we were making a fast track to be independent black people. 21, they burnt it down. We all know about Black Wall Street. If you don't know, you need to ask somebody, or you need to do your research. That would be the key right there to our start of getting out of the situation that we are in. Research, research, research. You know, a lot of people don't have anything to think with under the strength that they can put anything up in there to think with. You know, a blunt, a blow, kill. How are you going to get anything out of your mind if you don't put anything in it? Okay? You don't put anything in your mind, and the only way I can see you put anything in your mind is study, find out, research. You know, eventually I'll have a nonprofit. I'll have a mentorship program. I'll travel the country, not being afraid to tell or let our youth know what direction we need to be going in. So, let me check my notes here. We are the only hope for us, right? I said that. Our unity is all the help we need, though. That's the only way we're going to get out of this black hole. You know, you can't get any color without black at all. You can't get any color nowhere in the world without black. They say you're in the black when your profits are up. You're in the red. You're in the red. And who else is red? Yeah. You can look at a white man and tell when he's lying because he has a Pinocchio with fat. He gets red around the nose. It's hard to tell when a black man's lying. But I'm going to tell you one thing right now. Just like God say, I will never forsake you. And I'll never leave you. But you know what, though? They say I talk too much. I stop talking when I'm dead, man. That'll be enough time here. But ladies and gentlemen, the nonprofits and mentorship is the way we're gonna go and start changing this thing, okay? I never say this right. You pluribus unum. A lot of people don't even know what that means, and it's on the dollar bill. Out of many, one. Out of many, one. That's the motto of our nation. We wasn't included. So we need to start right here, right now, with these formats that's available to us to be able to conversate, communicate, converse, and relate with each other. And find out what we're going to do. We're going to find out what we're going to do, because I'll be damned if I'll sit here and not say my say, because I did enough bad. But I mean, when I was young, I used to take from black folks. Had a tragic incident that happened to me, though I never took anything from black folks. Yes, I'm one of the main ones that's guilty of being in the genocide and being a crackhead or a cokehead or an alcoholic. Yes, I own that. I don't live in that house anymore. It burned up. So anybody out here who knows me, I tell you, if you look at me in my face right now, take a good look. Not the same guy. Not the same guy at all. Trying to choose, folks. I want you guys to ride with me. I want you guys to ride with me, man. You know, as I was saying, we haven't been out of slavery more years than we had been in slavery, but we're gaining ground slowly but surely, and I'm proud of all the achievers that we have. We are entertainers. Yes, we are actually loving people. but we don't know how to love each other at this point. And it's got to start with the man. Because you women, I'm proud of you guys. You've been doing your part. I'm so proud of our queens, you know, because I have misused women. In and out of the penitentiary, couldn't take care of my kids. It's genocide. I mean, you know, I might as well have had double balls in my hand. Because I was one of his #1 keepers, folks. If I can do it, anybody in the world can. I'm talking about, I've been down through there, been to the penitentiary quite a few times. And I don't want to see generation after generation go through the same cycle. You know, it's sickening to me to see a man with his pants down with his ass out. It's sickening to me that every time I turn around, if I see a brother, all I smell is tobacco and blood. It kills me that we're making Middleton, the Black and Mild manufacturer, the tobacco companies, we're making them all rich. We buy the Louis Vuittons. We buy everything but our own product. Isn't that a mess? That is a mess, man. You know, I'm going to use my time and for the rest of my life, make sure that I get my message across to the young man. And every young man that comes in my presence, I'll lead by example. I will lead by example from here on. Because I led a hell of an example on the negative side. Why not turn it into a positive? I'm so proud of this guy, Raheem the Dream, aka Top Cat. I met him in elementary school and he had on a suit then. He was dapper back then. I was trying to beat his little brother up. Told him I was going to dirty his suit up because we don't wear suits around here. He said, man, I don't want to fight you, but I got somebody who will. He went and got his brother Top Cat. I seen Top Cat. He was like, man, listen, he's too young. He can't fight, but I can. Now what? 30 of my suit. Guess what, man? Me and this man never fell out again because he stood up for himself. And I use that example to just tell you, black man, stand up for yourself. And like they say, if you don't fucking stand for something, you're gonna fall for any and everything. Just because the white man said it is not true, that's a scratch of the surface. They said something back in the day that really, really, I couldn't understand it when I first heard it. It rings so true. Even right now, today, you wanna hide something from a black man? Put it in a book. Chew on that book, man. Like, damn, I can't have my pistol in the book. I need my gun. You know? I need my screwdriver to steal these cars. I need that badge so I can poison my people. I didn't know I was poisoning my people. I was just going with the flow. That's just like these ladies with these batty eyebrows. You know, Miss Piggy showed us the devil's gonna be the future. Why do you need... Your eyelashes are already long, baby. What, like my grandmama said, baby, what's wrong with your face, baby? Man, me, Top, anybody over 50, and some younger, we the last of a dying breed, y'all. We need to get on our job, because our number will be called. I'm so serious right now, folks. I'm so serious about my life. I just came back from Florida. Yeah. Down past Jim Crow in the Mason-Dixie line. Yeah. And I see. I pay that bill. I seen it up close and personal. Didn't think it was really bad as it was, but down there, you know, I spoke to a man in St. Augustine. Matter of fact, St. Augustine is one of the oldest cities in this country, and Ponce de Leon discovered it, so say. Yeah. Ponce de Leon was Christopher Columbus' right-hand man. If you think this is not factual, you need to look it up. Just like they said, they hid it from you. It's in the book. Look him up when you leave here, Ponce de Leon. But I spoke to a white man down there. I said, how you doing, sir? I don't speak to me now. What? I was like, what? You know what? My cousin says every day, don't let nobody steal your joy. I didn't let him steal my joy that day. There's just one. There's just one part of racism that I experienced down there. And that was like in September. I was down there 6 years. So that's just, we're not going to concentrate on that at this point, but we will get back to it. I got a lot to say, folks. And the only way that you can kill a weed is pull it from the root. You know? Only way you can kill a weed is pull it from the root. You got to be able to keep your garden clean. You can keep your garden clean by cultivating oneself. It starts with me. It starts with you, the king and the queen. You know? Just like, they say, they had us, a lot of people believing that, Egypt is in Africa. Well, where is Egypt at? How did those pyramids get built? What about the moles? It's a lot of things that we need to focus on and take a look at before we can even start weeding our garden. I'm so excited right now. There's so much I want to say, man. So many things that I want to say, but we'll get to it. Because one thing I can't do is speed up the clock and speeding closer to my death. And the way I feel about it, the things that I have to say, I'm gonna pick up where Martin and Malcolm left off at, because I owe it to you. I owe it to my son. I owe it to your sons and your daughters and your mother and your sisters. Nobody ever really seen me like that because they say, Pancho this, Pancho that, Pancho this, Pancho that. And a lot of people believe what they hear about me. But a lot of people don't even get to see me. They judge me by my past. I've been in penitentiary for everything I did. Not everything I did, you get away, but you eventually get caught. I got multiple numbers that did not get me again. And just like Top told me the other day, he said, man, you know what? Somebody's gonna lose if you do that. I looked, I said, what? It's like, yeah, the white folks gonna be mad at you, man. But they ain't gonna get another dollar off you. I said, not another dollar, another dime. It don't cost a dime to stay out of line, but guess what? Violate me, it ain't gonna cost you a dime. I'm gonna bruise your feelings. I want to stay politically correct. I'm gonna lead by example. But we gonna do the damn thing, man. With the assistant of Tom Kennedy, brothers like Clarence Allen, brothers like Wayne Green, brothers is trying to make a difference. Going through Raheem the Dream and Refuse the Proud, for real, is going to be a format that I will be with for the rest of my life. I'm going to form some of my own groups, but that's in time. Yeah, but I'm going to get us out of there last. I'm going to say something that's going to make you feel important about yourself. We all are important. I appreciate this format because I'm not interrupted. I can say something and I can have a conversation with some people, or you can too, and we all want to be heard. People always interrupt what you're saying because they want to be heard. They don't even process what you say before they come out of their mouth and try to explain some of the things that they want you to hear. But did you process what I was talking about first, though? When you talk to somebody, let them finish. Let's find out, man. Let's just find out what they're really saying. We're all in such a hurry. Pump your brakes, baby. Make sure you got them. make sure you got some brakes. I've been going at breakneck speed, and I'm so happy that my higher power still has me here. I guess I went through everything that I went through to be able to relay some of these messages and share some of my experiences with you guys. You know, share some of my experiences with you guys, which is not important, but it's very essential for where we're going. I don't want these young men to make the same mistake that I've made, because righteously, man, even the guy out there with the bag right now, that has a longevity and been out there for a while. You have CEO qualities, bro. You have CEO qualities because you're managing. You know, you're managing. You're managing something to try to make sure that your family get fed. No, I sure wish I was home to raise my kid. But my sons are doing pretty good for themselves, thanks to their mother. No thanks to me. And I feel real bad about that, man. It haunts me. I came here to Cleveland for a celebration of someone's born day, Tabby Bishop to be exact. And I was gonna breeze through here and just, go to Vegas and, start a new life with my little brother out there. But all the while, I knew in the back of my mind I wasn't leaving. I didn't know it for sure. I got a lot of work to do here. I gotta repair relationships with my kids. I gotta let the women know that has my kids that I didn't mean to hurt you, baby. I was a baby myself. I didn't have anything up there. A lot of people don't have anything to think with. So if you don't have anything to think with, how are you going to respond? How are you going to feed the world back? That's a question that you need to ask yourself. Ask myself many times, what am I here for? Who am I? And you know what? I keep coming up with the same thing. You're a good man, Pancho. You're a good man. You just made some bad decisions. You had addiction. You had addiction that you didn't know anything about. You didn't research the situation. It came down the pipeline and you just jumped right on in. Because I pictured myself being an attorney when I was a kid. I really achieved that, huh? All the time I've been, I just did a 10-year stretch. It doesn't take but 8 to be an attorney, to pass the bar. Practice though. Practice means perfect. That's why attorney practice law and a lawyer practice medicine, because they never have it all the way right. Gotta keep practicing. You gotta be the best at your craft. So I think I have something to think with. I know I have something to think with because I put something up there. Oh my God. I want you guys, if you can, research this book. It's a novel. It's called What Makes the Great Great. It's by a guy named Dennis P. Kimbrough. He was a Harvard professor. It's hard to find this book now, but the name of the book is What Makes the Great Great. If you really want to know some history about this country, tap into supremedesign.com. The list goes on and on. Just need to start reading, even if it's an ebook. I have 4 manuscripts that I never had a chance to type out. Under the strength that when I come home, life catches me. I keep a pen in my hand. I keep a pen close by. My ideas are very, very fluent. I wake up at night and I write things down. I try to study every day. Because I'm going to tell you, I was the dumbest motherfucker I knew. All the guys that I grew up with, them cats ain't go to the penitentiary. I went to the penitentiary as a juvenile. For taking something from some black people. And I owe that woman and her family apology. But you know what, though? It's never too late to make it right. Never. So I'm going to try to make it right, y'all. I'm going to try to make it right. And I'm not going to try. I'm going to succeed. You know, our unity is the key to our unity and our trust in each other. You know, uh, I got a small story I want to tell. I was at a store one day about 25, maybe 30 years ago. It was an Eric store. Me and Eric tight. Talk about a lot of things. We talk about Mecca, we talk about the Red Sea, the divide between Africa and how big the continent is. And, you know, it's really actually more people black people in the world, they don't let you know that, though. You would know that, though, unless you did the research for it. Anyway, back to the story. He said, you know what, man? You see that Stella bottle in the back of my store here, in the back of my counter? He said, man, do you know, I fill 2 of those up a year because black people don't count their change. Give them a couple pennies, a dime and a quarter, and they don't even know that I just tricked him out of 50 cents. Open my eyes. Count your change, black folks. He said, you know, my dad, he has the Kroger's across town. He instructs all of his employees to scan that broom that's sitting there for $1.99 and watch how many people come back in a day. It almost take a week or two before somebody come back with a receipt. Say, I didn't get a broom. I didn't even buy a broom. But guess how much money he got over in a week? This is a small story. It's just some food for thought. Please bear with me, folks. Please, man, this is the state of the union of us black people. Top called me. He said, man, what do you want to call this thing? Let's call this thing the state of our black people. We got wool over our eyes, folks. Get the wool out of your eyes, man. Please, each one, teach one. That's the only way it's going to start. I got something else I want to say before my time is up. I don't know how much time I have. He never even told me, so I'm going to keep on talking. Let me tell you this here. You know, through my research, everything in the world is divided by 3. Like the 24 hours in a day. You got 24 hours in a day, bro. 24. First, let me ask you this question. It's right off the top of your head, black folks. The average black folks couldn't tell me how many hours are in a week. Wow. It's 168 hours in a week, folks. It's 24 hours in a day. There's 24 hours in a day, man. You got 8 hours to work, 8 hours to sleep, and 8 hours to do what the hell you want to do. If you're really serious about your family, your sons and your daughters, you need to get that cell phone out the way for them. Make sure that you spend some time with your bloodline. So, I said that to be able to say that if you can actually manage your day to be able to get 2 hours to yourself to it, and analyze what took place in the last 24 hours. Your self-management will start growing. You start growing as a person. We need some changes in our life. We need to put down some things that we need to etch in stone as black men. You know, they got a thing that's called bar mitzvahs for the Jews. Why can't we have a bro mitzvah? Their young kids are grown at 13. They have a bank account and everybody comes to the pot at 13 and they put something in the pot for the Jews to get us started. So let's start there. Let's start there with this bro mitzvah thing. You know, let's stop some of these things that they took for granted from us. You know, we are the cornerstone of this world, folks. We build this country. And we care about each other the least. I have a partner down in Florida. I'm invested with a boat with this guy. And him and 12 of his immediate relatives live in a mansion. They live in a mansion. And each one of them for $250 a month. They go to the grocery store. The man go buy the groceries. Cook for everybody in the house. They get along. They go to work together. And one of them get a job. Before you know it, there's many of them at the job at the same time. You know, come on, people. We need to come up with some of these formats that we need to do. But you know what? Somebody's going to be jealous in that house if it was all black people in that place. If it was all black people in there, somebody's going to get jealous. Somebody's going to get angry. There's going to be arguments. Why? Because we scared to see each other achieve. And that is so crippling to our race. You know? I want to see you with the same thing I have. That's why I'm going to make it perfect for you guys. To have the same information that I'm researching. Things that I want to develop to make sure that we come out of this black hole. We got to come out of this black hole somehow, some way. In some shape, form, or fashion, we need to start somewhere. We could talk about all the things that went wrong and all the things that they did to us, but we need to first start with spending time with our bloodline. At least 2 hours, undivided attention, young man, old man, women, young mothers, young fathers. Come on, man. We're gonna have to start strengthening each other. That's the only way we're gonna do it. That's the only way we're gonna do it, man. So, you know, yes, I do sound hurt because I am. Because I'm part of the reason why it's the way it is. You know, so I owe the world. I came to this world, man. I know now why I'm here. Because I did the research. I came to add to the world. Not to take. And I've been a taker for all these years. I'm so embarrassed with myself right now, folks. I ain't ashamed to say it because I'm going to make it right. I'm going to make it right, folks. You know, with the help of my brother Raheem, dudes like Clarence Allen, Wayne Green. Them some of the four guys that I know is going to make sure that our message get across. That our message get across and we start achieving some things. So I said all that to say, man, you know, the state of our brothers and sisters right now is we're divided. We need to come together. We need to find solutions. We need to get in chat rooms. We need to have meetings. We need to form clubs. We need to hey, just like I seen a post on Facebook. Matter of fact, Top sent it to me. The Black Church, for number one. Billions of dollars in black folks is the only ones that's not getting along. We can't get along. We can't get a LON or we can't get along. Let's start getting along, folks. Stop killing each other. Let's stop killing each other. When you see a black man with his pants down, ask him how his mother feel about that. You understand? I shy away from none because my day is going to come. But I'm going to deliver my message, folks. I am going to deliver my message and I'm going to keep on. And the only thing that's going to stop me is when the casket drops. With that being said, man, I've been on here 49 minutes, man, and I just looked and that's a long time. It's not long at all. But I appreciate you guys, whoever heard this or whoever hearing this. I'm so glad you paid that bill. Please support my man's podcast because I will be around. I will be forming my own coalitions. And I really want to see us achieve. I have a dream. Martin had a dream. Malcolm had a dream. And I'm quite sure you do too. My dream is to make it right, man. You know? It's to make it right. So, come on, man. Let's get some of this unity, man. And with that being said, man, we'll see you soon. Peace, love, and hair grease, man. All you soldiers, stand up. Love you, Top, and thank you. I'm gonna pass the mic over to my man Top, and I appreciate it. I thank you so much.
Peace and black power, peace and black power, peace and black power. All
Yeah.
right, my brother, you putting it down, you put it down, you put it down.
Well, thank you, sir.
Yeah, you hit you hit some great points.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You hit some great points. You know,
Yes, sir.
and like you said, you know, the points you hit, it comes from within and
Yes.
the research.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, and you know, through the research, you dig what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And that's why I wanted to bring you on. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
Because a lot of people did like that that short we did when we was riding. You understand what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
I had a lot of people that gave me a call. You dig what I'm saying?
Uh huh.
So I let them know that you was gonna come on live tonight. You dig what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So I hope they tuned in or they tuning in. You dig what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know, and the brother is open for any you know, any questions or comments that anybody want to give.
Yeah.
You know, one of my dudes from Cincinnati, this one of my partners, he said, when the casket dropped, I heard that from an old school pimp. He talking about me, because you know my saying, it don't
I
stop
know.
till the casket drop.
That's
You
right,
dig
brother.
what I'm saying?
No doubt
Yes,
about
sir. Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So when you said it, that's why he said that. You dig what
Okay.
I'm saying? Yeah,
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 you be quiet when you don't, you know.
yeah,
But I'm gonna leave something here for you.
yeah. Ain't no question. Ain't no
Right.
question. And then Miss Elliott said, appreciate you coming on tonight.
Thank you.
A welcome change.
Thank you. Thank you, darling. I appreciate that.
Yeah, so you know, cause that's what I said I was gonna start doing this year.
Uh-huh.
Change my format up and start bringing some other brothers on that I know
Mhm.
that really have something to say.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? That you know got life living experiences.
Exactly, Top, because you know, righteously, man, I really want to come on one time, man, and tell, you know, the story of the makings of what made me the unsavory guy I was at the beginning of life. I mean, not life, but the beginning of the 80s, and how I got derailed, you know, and the things that I've been through, and the bum decisions that I made to wind up back in slavery, which penitentiary is only slavery. You know,
That's it.
it's a different form of slavery, and I fell victim to the Parcheesi. You understand what I'm saying? You dig? I was follow the leader. You know, Simon Says.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was following those formats, and it just, you know, and you know, far as you know, my father, my stepfather, and the men that were in my life, they really, you know, showed me the fundamentals of things that I needed to know to work from the interior out. You know, because my stepfather used to always say, "Your home is your castle." You know, so if your home is your castle, why is you buying everything that sits in the driveway or things that's going to make you look good, but when you walk in that man's house, it's not even tidy.
Right,
You
right.
know, the man's couch ain't even up to par, or
Priorities.
his you know, his carpet is dirty.
Priorities.
But when you see him, I mean, you know, he's one of the sharpest men that you see.
Priorities.
Or in that case, the woman too. You know, why do I see you out all the time?
Damn
What's going on at the house when you can't be at the house sometimes? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, with all that being said, man, it's really important to me, man, to get my message across to the people, man, and let them know that we got a lot of work to do. And just like I mentioned, the brothers that's going to help us, you know, move forward. I mean, I know some of the issues that I come up with and be able to stream or be able to get out there to the public, because I'm going to be a known face in your life, across this country and across the world. I know I'm great. I was built great,
Sir,
and I know I'm gonna need protection.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because the white folks gonna be mad at me because I'm exposed. I'm exposure. I mean, it is not something that's hidden.
It's not. No, it's not.
It's not hidden. And guess what, Todd? I can say this here right here, man. Listen, everybody looking out there for everything. I'm looking way out there for everything, but it's sitting right here in your face. All you gotta do is look down, bag up a little bit, Joe.
That's it.
You dig? Bag up, Joe. Bag up and take a look at yourself.
That's it.
Take a look at the things that you bring into your family.
Yeah.
See how you're making your mother proud or your father proud of you. Take a look at your children and how they respect you. I mean, come on, man. A young guy don't have any respect for an older guy anymore.
No.
Because the guys, hey man, just check this out, man. That poison that destroyed a lot of generations of us young black men. I thought I'd never see anybody sell a nickel rock. Shit, when I found out about the yayo, bro, that shit was like $15,000 an ounce, and people don't even believe that shit. How could you measure a nickel piece?
Right.
It was designed to do exactly what it did.
Yes,
and then to make it so bad, they didn't catch it fast enough because under the strength that they couldn't differentiate the rapper from the drug dealer, because they were one and the same at one time. Just like I was talking about James Brown and Shaka Khan and Sister Sledge and the things that we grew up to develop us who we are today. The message in the music brought us to be who we were.
That's
who
right.
we are this day right now.
Yeah.
So then we went up to the 80s, and then we came with still positive music. We had KRS-One. We had Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five with a message. It's like a jungle sometimes. It make me wonder how I keep them going under. And it was still going towards the positive. You dig? You understand what I'm saying? What I'm saying to you, man, is we done came a long way from them places, man, and we separated, man, and the white man did exactly what he wanted to do, man, separate us and give us a new genocide to make sure that we keep each other down.
That's right.
And made sure that we sold it to each other. Just like, for instance, when they start building up penitentiaries to put people in for that genocide that they brought here, they even still tried to dupe us. And they knew that it was prevalent that they separate the guidelines and the sentencing of people that sold powder and people that sold the crack. Because righteously, the crack was most prevalent in the black neighborhoods.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? So, the guidelines had changed, and when one thing I can say Obama did is he made those guidelines the same.
Yeah.
He went in and made a bill to make sure that the crack dealer and the powder dealer gets the same sentence. So, with that being said, man, we got new drugs. Just like, the water was out. That is a tranquilizer. The water, the PCP, the Love Boat, the Sheba, the Churn. That was something to keep us down. You got to be aware. You got to pay attention and find out what they're doing to you in order to do something about it, bro. I will not let it continue to happen, bro. Not on my watch, bro. So the Poncho troop that they used to know, that guy is gone.
Yes, sir.
That guy is gone, and thanks to you, man, I have a format. I already know that I'm great. I already know I never had a platform to prove it. I never had a platform to prove it. But just as I said, just as bad as I was and I was a bad man, I'm going to be just as good as I was bad. That's my mission. That's it. That's my mission.
Yeah, you just put the same passion in it. You dig what I'm saying? Because if you think about it, Pancho, we had passion to do wrong.
Right.
We had passion in it, man. You understand what
We
I'm
wanted
saying?
to get paid. We wanted to get paid.
There it is.
We have a passion to get paid. We have a passion for the most glorious things in the world.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Because we come from, just like, man, when Egypt was building the pyramids and all that, and even in the spoils of war, when we took when Sudan took on Mali or South Africa, or when they gathered the spoils of war, which was the people, they still treated them right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They treated them with respect. Mm-hmm. Because a man that works hard is supposed to get paid for his compensated for the work that he put in. Mm-hmm. You understand? And a lot of people don't even know. At first, the slavery had started with the first slave ship was the White Lion before the Mayflower even showed up. Ponce de Leon, matter of fact, was with Christopher Columbus. When the world really started seeing black people, they were so amazed. Herman, they were so amazed. Huh?
I'm trying to think of dude. I think his name was Herman the Navigator. Was it Henry the Navigator?
Henry the Navigator, yes.
Henry the Navigator.
Hey, listen, man. We was the first people that came up with navigation because one of the kings, I can't call his name, my mind moving so fast. He sent some people out to find out if the world was flat. He sent them towards the sun because we worship the sun, And when he had some people, I'm talking about, he took the whole kingdom. He used the whole kingdom to try to find out what was in the other side of the world. And let me say this here. Hear me out. Now, the Mayan ruins, when they seen us, man, rowing this boat, and we all stopped, and we coming up there, and we about to find out what's going on over there. They were so fascinated with us, man. They were so fascinated that they thought we was the gods coming back. The gods are coming back. Hey, listen to me, man, and I'm gonna tell you this here because I did it. I need everybody in this country that's black to read this Ivan B. Stemmer's book. They came before Columbus. It explained a white man.
I read it.
This book is so strong, man. Ooh, man, let me tell you something. The research that I've done, they're gonna want to kill me, man. They're gonna want to kill. Hey, listen, man. Listen, I'm gonna have protection now. Yeah. This is the start of a. I mean, we're at war right now, and these people don't even understand it.
Yeah, and don't know it.
We got to get our brothers together, man. We got to get our brothers. We got to get our people together, man. Even on the older guys. I'm not just talking about trying to mentor these kids. I'm talking about as far as getting our brothers together and bringing awareness to what we need to be doing. You understand me? We're gonna have to. We're gonna have to do something to stop the bleeding, man. If you hemorrhage, you're gonna bleed out.
Yes, sir.
You're gonna have to take that bullet out of there and then sew them stitches up so you can stop hemorrhaging. And then you're gonna have to re-nourish yourself. You're gonna have to re-nourish yourself to get cultivated enough to be able to do something about your people. So that's where I'm at, man. I'm passionate about what I'm talking about. That's why I asked you, man, could you please just let me get a format, man, to say some of the things that I want to say. And this is just a start, because I got notes upon notes of just like the few, the proud, and the for real.
Mm-hmm.
Man, let me tell you something. Wait till it spread like wildfire. The people that we're gonna put on this cast and the things that we're gonna expose. We're going to the top, man. Just like Martin said.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mountaintop.
Yes, sir.
Man, we're gonna do some things, man, that's gonna be amazing. I feel it in my bones. You know, I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my soul. I've been cultivating myself to do this for a long time. This is one of my passions right here. It's one of my passions, and I'm going to make sure that I bring enlightenment, awareness, and make some progress, man. You know, make some progress of getting our unity together, getting us some strength. Because before you know it, man, it's going to be a civil war, and it's going to be a lot of white people on the black people's team. Because there's some good white folks out there now, but they ain't even be trusted. Because righteously, they're going to stick to their ethnic group. They're going to eventually, because they're not going to be able to be identified as exactly who they are and if they're on our team or not. You know, just like it has said that Mongoose had put that snake on his back and said, "Take me over to the other side of the river." Mm-hmm. He said, "I'm not going to bite you. I swear I'm not going to bite you. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. I swear." No, man, I know you're going to do it. No, I'm not. They get to the other side, man, and he bit the motherfucker, right? I try to refrain from cussing. Anyway, he bit the motherfucker. And you know what the mongoose said? "Man, you said too much. Go bite me." He said, "Motherfucker, you knew I was a snake when you put me on your back."
There you go. There you go. Yes,
does that sound correct to you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shit, look at Ziegfeld Roy. They had lions for 20 years and they was in Vegas doing their trip. Mm-hmm. That lion bit that motherfucker's head off. He's lying.
That shit. Yeah, trying to hit people to flip
just like the black man, he got tired.
There it is.
You know, hey, listen, man. Let me say something about the Declaration of Independence before it get too late. I'm gonna try to get me a cup of coffee, man, because that's the only thing that really calms me down is that coffee, man. You know, ex-alcoholics and drug addicts. I guess they say that we drink a lot of coffee. I've been drinking coffee since I was with my grandma when I was 5.
Yeah, so it made you both.
Yeah, you know, so don't let that be the reason. But yeah, that Declaration of Independence was supposed to be developed to treat every man equally and give every man compensation for his labor.
It could.
And then just like they said in 1776, the independence, you know, the independence. Come on, man. These people were supposed to have been free back then, but you ain't telling. It took another 50 years for them to find out. Wow.
It wasn't with you in mind.
It wasn't with you in mind, exactly.
You dig what I'm saying?
You know, because come on. The truth is, the white folks said we was 3/4 of man. I mean, what was it?
It's still on the book, 3/4. That's right.
Yeah, 3/4 of a man.
It's still on the book right now. They never took it off. It's still there. It's still there right now.
Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah, it's still there. That's what you have to remember. Slavery wasn't a law. That's an amendment.
Exactly.
That's an amendment.
Right.
It's not a law. It's an amendment. Like the 14th Amendment. Actually, it was the 13th. It was the 13th,
14th, and the 15th.
Yep, amendment.
Yes.
It's just the amendment, though.
Right. It's just amendment. Right.
Yeah. There you go.
You know, but each one needs to teach one, man. And the only way I know steel to be sharpened is steel sharpen steel. So, you know, I want to do a lot of sharpening with these young men, and I really want to bring a lot of awareness to the older guys, and it's just, especially our queens. I just like to take my hat off to the queens, because you guys gave us everything that we needed to protect us and made sure that we didn't go after the slave master. Because we righteously, only reason they really had us duped for so long, because we didn't even know how many bullets was in the gun. You know, the Chinese shipped them to it, but we once took the emperor a whole elephant on a boat.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, top man, it's just amazing to me that people don't do their research, man, to find out how they're gonna get out of this thing, man. But you know, I'm here to let you know. You know, that Gregory Clark was my mother's husband's name, and they made you use that when you were with a guy that you were married to. Well, I went to school. Everybody knows me as Gregory Troop, Poncho Troop. and I'm forced to use Clark, so I got to change that too. There's a lot of work I need to do, and I'm all over it. So,
Right.
yes, man. I want to say thank you too, man, for allowing me to, get my toe wet because that's just this right here is just scratching the surface.
Right. Yes,
You
sir.
know,
Yes, sir.
I'm just scratching the
Got a
surface.
few little comments here. Miss Elliott says, appreciate you coming on tonight.
Thank you.
A great, a welcome change. And then she said, you're welcome. Just make sure you find your way back. We want to hear from we want to hear your story.
Well, me and you in touch every day, so
Yeah,
I'm here,
yeah.
man.
They
And
said
I'm
they,
in the city now.
yeah, they want to hear your story. You know what I'm saying? My dude Ron said, nice show. Miss Elliott said again, good point. When you was running there. And Brother Ron says, I
Talking about
agree
Ron
with,
Future?
no, not Ron Future.
Oh, okay. I would like to
Uh,
see that guy.
yeah, well, I'll see if I still have his number.
Okay.
But this brother here say I agree with this brother outreach. You know, of course the outreach.
Right.
And my brother Mike said, I'm glad you brought this brother on, especially on MLK's birthday.
Exactly. I appreciate that, man. And
Yeah.
it feels so good to me to be able to do it on Martin Luther King's birthday because
Yes,
we got a lot of work to do, man.
yes,
We
sir.
got some unfinished business, man, to take care of,
Yeah, we got another little brother. Yeah, it's the real. Yeah, this little brother, I met him on Facebook. It's about time you tuned in. It's about time you came in too, little brother. I'm glad to see you here. He said, thank you both for the information. Yeah, I'm
Yeah, do your
glad.
research, little bro. Do
Yeah,
some
yeah,
research, read as much as you can, man, and find out who you are
that's it.
so we can proceed, you dig? And take
You
care of
know,
your family, you know?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but like when you were saying about making that change, man, I can remember one time going around 480, going around to 77. You know how 480, you go around and turn to
Yeah.
77. You know, but I had already been doing my podcast and everything.
Mhm.
But I was saying how people need to do this and people need to do that. And
Mhm.
then I was in my car and I'm going from 480 to 77. And you know what? I happened to look in my rearview mirror. I
Mhm.
looked in the mirror at myself, man, and you know what I said?
Right.
You need to be the change that you want to see.
Exactly.
You need to be the change that you want to see. And I ain't never stopped being. See, I try to be better. I don't try to be, I treat myself every day to be a better black man. Every day I turn a little bit. Because I inventory my day before.
Exactly. That's why I was talking about dividing the day, them 24 hours into three.
Right, right.
Because you gotta work, you gotta support your family. You need to nourish yourself and get 8 hours of sleep, which they say you require. But you know what though? I go around everywhere I see people is like this.
Oh yeah, that phone. Well, you know that phone is the new crack.
Yeah.
That phone is the new
Mhm.
crack. That
Mhm.
phone is the new crack. You see what I'm saying? It's to keep your mind off what's really going on.
Mhm.
It keeps you locked in a delusionary world. You
Yes.
see what I'm saying? It keeps you
Mhm.
trapped in a delusionary world.
Yes.
You did? Yeah, yeah. And the real said, man, it's been a while. I'm so sorry. It's been a lot. And yeah, I'm in big on it all. And
Hey, let me
on
grab
Facebook.
me a cup of coffee right quick. Give me a few seconds, please.
You also on yeah, he's on Facebook. We'll wait for him to come back. But he's on Facebook. He is on Facebook.
I didn't hear you, sir.
No, go ahead. Because this brother here, he wanted to know, was you on Facebook? You got a Facebook page, don't you?
Yes, it's Poncho True.
Okay. You heard that? The real. Go ahead, Poncho. Did you hear that? The real Poncho True. That's his Facebook page, Poncho True. But yeah, yeah, I wanted to bring this brother on to give y'all some information. You know what I'm saying? Because I know where he come from. You know what I'm saying? I've been knowing him for years. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. I've been knowing him since the 70s. I've been knowing him since about 70, 73, 74. You dig what I'm saying? His whole family. You dig what I'm saying? You know, so I've been knowing him for a long time. And we always in the same hood together. Back then you had a community though, because you got your butt whooped. Like he said earlier. You know, where we was at, you know what I'm saying? Any elder whoop you and take you home, then you got another whooping. You know what I'm saying? That's the village. We grew up in a village. Community, come unite. That's the word, that's what the word community means. Come unite, but it's a village. That's what makes it a community, the village. Without the village, you don't have nothing. And that's why we went from neighborhood, we went from community to neighborhood to hood. And look at us. Our kids, I hate to say it, I don't want to call them animals, but they are acting like a bunch of animals.
Yeah.
They're acting like a bunch of animals.
Like a baboon.
Yes, sir.
Like a fucking baboon.
You know what, man? They're like a bunch of hyenas.
Yeah.
It take a whole bunch of them. It take a whole bunch of them to do something to one person.
Right.
They're like hyenas.
Hey, we come from a spot where you had your knuckle up, Jack, and
yeah, it is.
And tomorrow we'll be playing baseball, football together again.
I was just, that was on one of my other podcasts. I told him, I said, man, when we came up, we fought heads up. And if I got you on the ground, I might have hit you one time, and that was it.
That's right.
That's because that's how we fought. And I
let you. We had brotherly love.
Again, right. But if you want to go again, then we win again.
Right. Stand up. Let's go.
But we didn't do no stumping on nobody on the ground and all that stuff, man.
Right. Hey, you know what, man? It's a book, man. It is called Standing at the Scratch Line. We stood at the scratch line, bro. Mm-hmm. You understand? Matter of fact, it's Guy Johnson, it's Maya Angelou's son, who wrote the book called Standing at the Scratch Line. Okay. Very interesting read. It was about his grandfather. He was a gangster. You know what I'm saying? And the story was related to Guy, and he wrote his first book, man. And you know, man, I was surprised when I read the book that I didn't know anything about it at that point. And I'm talking about this book, Standing at the Scratch Line. When you start reading it, you won't stop. It's an interesting read because it's about her family and where she came from, you know? And just like when she went to Africa, a lady started screaming because she thought she seen a ghost because her bloodline, she got in touch with her bloodline, man. And the lady looked just like one of her ancestors. And the Guy Johnson, man, if you read this book, man, I take my time to be able to have time for myself. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have a misconception about me, man, because righteous, man, I used to take a lot of safes. I used to break in a lot of shit. I used to do a lot of drugs. I mean, you know, I've been in the penitentiary several times. One time a guy told me, man, and I started getting aware of, I was already aware of my actions and shit, right? But the guy, a brother-in-law of mine, he said, "Oh, you home on you on vacation? When you going back home?" He said, "You on vacation? When you going back home, bro?"
Right, that's right.
I had to stop and look.
Yeah, you ain't the only one. I heard that too. I heard, but you gotta remember how we came up. That's how we came up. Mm-hmm. How many of us could say we didn't? You understand what I'm saying? Just think about it, Punto. Everybody we came up with penitentiary. Everybody. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody. And then even the ones that was older than us. We patted our stuff after them. What was they doing? Going in and out the joint. Right. They was getting money, but they was still going in and out the joint.
It's the taxes you pay on that shit, though.
Yes, come on, man. That's a part of it.
Yeah, that's part of it. That's part of it.
That's a part of it. But we still made that decision to still do it.
Right.
We wasn't scared to take a chance. Like me and Pat was talking about that last week. We ain't we never been scared to take a chance.
No.
And that's what makes us so good entrepreneurs. Because we're not scared to take a chance.
I mean, either you're a champion or you're a champion. I've been a champion for a long time, but it's I got my belt. I got a belt. I got my belt now. Because I conquered some of the demons that was possessing me
inside me. Me and you both.
Right.
Demons is inside you. They inside of you. Them the demons you got to conquer. In other words, that's I always say, you have to conquer self. We have to conquer self. Know thou self. That's how you conquer self. Yeah. But we've been on here about an hour and a half, my brother.
Okay.
But look here, I'm gonna give you a full screen, and you can do your closing. You dig what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I'm gonna put you on the screen by yourself, and you can give your closing.
Okay, folks. I appreciate everybody who listened, man. Happy MLK Day again, man. When Martin said, man, we're going to reach the mountaintop, we're going to reach the mountaintop. If I have anything to do with it on my watch. And I appreciate everybody's comments who commented. And I just want to see change myself, I want to see you guys do some research on your blackness and, come together and mentor and make sure that it's 168 hours, man, a week. You only work 40, most of us. Please take some time for yourself, do research, and pay them use some attention. Talk to your grown folks, man. Right now, as I speak, I don't know anybody I can say, hey, check this out, man. I got a group of guys meeting at the library, man. You think you can make it at 6 o'clock? Or even at your house? Let's start paying each other some attention, man. Let's start treating each other like human beings, man. It's called mankind for a reason. Human beings gotta be. So please, be kind. Each one teach one. Steel sharpens steel. And this is real. This is real live too, y'all. Gonna make some changes. That's what it start with. Start with you. That's the state that we're in, brothers and sisters. We gotta start within ourselves. Start taking better care of each other and counting each other. Let your word mean everything to you. If you say you're gonna do it, do it. You can't do it, have the balls to say, hey, I'm not able. So please, people, let's get out of this black hole and get into the black. They say the black is when you're winning. We winning already, y'all. Hey, peace, love, and hair grease, man. I love my black people, man.
That's true. Always bet on the black.
Always bet on black, baby.
That's right. Always bet on the black. Piece of black power, my brother.
All right, brother.
Tonight, man.
Hey, listen. Yeah, I need you to holler at me, man, because black people don't do each other favors anymore because our word ain't shit to each other. But I'm gonna need you to do me a favor tomorrow, man. I need you to call me, man, when you get mobile.
I'll give you a call. I'll give you a call in the morning.
Righteous, man. Please do, man. And I thank you so much, man. I take my hat off to you, bro. And everybody have a good night. And one more time. Happy celebration to the MLK.
All right, my brother. Peace and black
power. And I thank you, Martin.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Appreciate it, man. Talk to you later.
Yes, sir.
All right, bye-bye.
Peace and black power. Peace and black power. I think that was a great show. Peace and Black Power. I'm gonna be right back, Right Black Actors tomorrow, and we're gonna have some more good information for you. So everybody have a great evening, and peace and Black Power. I'm out of here.